Tome. How are you today, sir?
Doing fine, Tony. Very, very, very good.
Excellent, fantastic. Listen, for all the people out there in bnetTV land, give me a brief overview of Airspan and where you're positioned within this ecosystem.
Sure. Airspan is a 3G, 4G vendor of LTE equipment. Prior to getting into LTE, we were WiMAX primarily, but now we're WiMAX and LTE, 3G and 4G technology vendor.
What makes you better than your competitors in this market space?
Very easy question. Very easy answer. Well, the thing about Airspan is it provides an ecosystem of products. So we produce picocells, macro cells, and we are even developing a femto cell as we speak right now. So the operator has a lot of different choices of how to use our gear for whatever application they are deploying. It's not just a one-trick pony, so to speak.
So, Wi-Fi offload, small cell deployment within the ecosystem is a flavor that is now, part of the topology and architecture within everybody's network. There's not usually a network that doesn't have that sense of flavor to it. Right. That being said, what does that mean for Airspan now?
So that's exactly what we're focusing on. So our Air Synergy product that I described briefly as a picocell, that's where we use that type of technology. So for carriers, we're very attractive because their dilemma is they need data. How do they solve that? A picocell, which we develop, is a fraction of the cost of a giant macro cell. So that's what we've been focusing on for several years, and we believe miniaturizing these products is indeed what the future is.
So what does the market space look like for that, and how do you gain critical mass?
Well, we're very active with some carriers now, and we are gaining critical mass as we speak. And they are going through some trials and deployments of our picocell here. We think that once we accomplish that, there will be more opportunities soon to follow.
Why is it important to be involved with the CCA and come to conventions like this?
Well, Airspan needs to get the name out, needs to let people know what we're up to. In talking to some people here at the show, for example, we create 365 LTE. Not many people know that. Most of this show is focused on the Tier 1 carriers, and that's fine and dandy, but however, we do have a business in the Tier 2, Tier 3 carriers. So this kind of venue helps us get that word out that, in fact, there is LTE, not just for Tier 1s, but Tier 2s and Tier 3s. So that's the importance of this show for us.
Final question for you, Greg, here. What are we going to see from Airspan within the next 12 months?
Okay, you'll see large deployments of picocells with Tier 1 carriers. You will see 365 LTE deployments with our macro cell. We have a sort of a macro cell as well. And you will see this femto cell that I described. That should be available, I'd say, at the end of the 12 months.
Greg, always a pleasure speaking with you. Hope we get an update from Airspan again here in the near future. Sounds like you're well positioned for great critical mass. I've had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Gregg Tome from Airspan here at the CCA convention in Las Vegas for 2013. I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV.